Well, hello, radio fans. It's Bob with another goofy project. And this one I'm calling the Companion. And the reason is that for years I've had a bunch of these different things sitting around in different modules sitting on the shelf in the shack, kind of helpers for communications. And I decided to put everything together in one package, redesign everything with everything that I've learned, and hopefully get the best of all worlds. But everything would be in one chassis, inconvenient. So let me go through this quickly. It's three modules here: RF, uh, audio compensation or equalization, and DSP noise reduction. I'm using a modified Sigma video amp here, which is good from oh Lord, I had it on the bench. I tested it down to 10 kilohertz and out to 30 megs. The thing is just superb. I had to do some modifying in here, but you can see some of my handiwork. It's really a multi-coupler because does have six outputs, six B and C outputs, one input. I think the next version I may have an antenna switch and put in another antenna or several other antenna ports so we could change the antennas without unplugging them. All right, quickly, this is the first, the RF module. We have true RF attenuation, RF gain plus and minus 5 dB. So you can set up, I don't know, whatever you want on your S meter on your rig. We have a 10 dB adder module, which I find most of the time we don't need, but if you need more gain, you got it. So 10 plus 5, you can get 15 dB. An antenna shunting switch, so everything's nice and safe at nighttime. All the static bleed goes to ground. Here's the little module that gives you the extra 10 dB. And this is the DSP module. This is the BHI. They have excellent algorithms in their design. It really works well. BHI also marketed under another label through Gap Antenna people. And they're readily available. They also sell little tiny modules you could add to your transceiver. Equalization board, LED drivers, a very clean 12-volt regulated power supply, and a little tiny power amp that gives you plenty of audio for what you're going to be doing in the shack. So let's try it out here. Here we are running with DSP off. Now what I'm going to do is let me go over to 362 kilohertz. For starters, we'll start at this end. And you can hear the noise on the CW signal. Okay. I'm going to invoke some DSP. We get some gain. Without it. And it takes a few seconds to adapt and figure out everything, but the little algorithms in there all working. We can change the level of depth. Here's some noise along with the signal. It's still perfectly readable. Again, off. And as you can imagine, if you're doing long-term copy, that could be pretty annoying. Low pass, high pass filters for tone comp. We could bypass that if you feel like you don't want to be twisting those knobs. A VU meter, 0 dB, is 0.8 volts or 0.77 volts on a 600 ohm line. That's if you're going back to a studio or into a digital recorder or an STL or something, and you want to know exactly what your output level is. There's 0 dB. Red gets you into clipping. Won't affect the signal because we've got plenty of headroom in here, but just so you know what you're doing on the transmission line. I think that's pretty much it. If you're tired of listening to a lot of noise, look into some of the DHI stuff. This one is highly modified. I took it all apart, and I don't even know where the box is. Here's the box. The box, the stupid thing. Here it was the Gap private labeled product. I took that all apart, got this thing out of there. And fairly simple. And again, Sigma video amplifiers, distribution amps. Great thing to have. In the back, stereo inputs, 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch, ring tip and sleeve. Mono, 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch RCA phono. Line out, so you can drive your recorder or rebroadcast back to the station if you're doing commercial radio. Speaker out, power, like I said, a very clean supply. And there you go. That's it. I don't know if you think I'm crazy or not, but this thing works. It's one unit. It's very convenient. And the answer is, yeah, I am a little bit crazy. N1KPR Bob, and my site, www.bobsamerica.com. Thanks for looking.